Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Friday morning, bright and early. Mind, body, and soul. Daily discipline. Let's get into today's topic. I want to talk about forgiveness. I want to talk about holding grudges. I want to talk about moving forward in our lives. You know, people who hold grudges don't become successful. People who hold grudges do not ever become successful, ever. They don't become successful. If you have grudges that you're holding deeply inside of you from your past, you are sabotaging your future. You're holding yourself back from your dreams. Why doesn't shit work out for me? Because you're demented, you're sick. You're not releasing. We need to release. People need to understand about forgiveness. Because holding grudges is basically a forgiveness issue. It's a bitterness issue. You need to go in and look and find where you're wounded and forgive yourself. Forgive the others that around you. You can't hold grudges forever. You can't. It doesn't make you a man. It doesn't make you stronger. It's not a survival tactic. Holding a grudge is not a survival. It's not learning how to navigate. You think holding a grudge teaches you a lesson. You think that it teaches you to not make that mistake twice. What am I supposed to do? Just forget all about it and have that happen to me over and over again? No, it's not. You're talking about apples and oranges. You can't pose one for the other. Forgiveness is about release. Life is about release. Being alive as opposed to being dead. Being alive is about release. You have to breathe to be alive. You can't argue with me on that. You have to breathe. What is breathing? It's an inhale. It's an exhale. You have to exhale. Go ahead and inhale. Inhale for me right now. See how long you can hold that. You won't be able to hold it for long. You have to exhale or you die. You need that breathing in and breathing out, or you die. That's life. Your in breath and out breath is a lesson being taught to you in every second of your day, and you're not getting it. It's teaching you to let go. Let go to live. If you don't exhale, if you don't release, you die. You have to ask yourself, is my past trauma worth dying over? Is that motherfucker who betrayed me worth dying over? Is that ex-wife, that cunt bitch, worth dying over? Whatever scenario that you're stuck on, is it worth dying over? Your death. Do you want to die because of it? Of course not. Of course not. You've already answered. Of course not. Well, then you have to release. Why aren't you releasing? Why aren't you following the natural flow of life? The in-breath and the out-breath. Forgiveness is an inhale and an exhale. Life is an inhale and an exhale. We have to let go. If you don't let go and you stay stuck on the past, you will never be available for others. You will never be ready to receive your greatness. Your greatness will pass you by. Your greatness will take a look at you and say, oh, well, he's not ready. I'll come back some other time. Because you're still stewing on some bullshit. How long are you going to live in hell? How long are you going to be in your own mental prison? Let your enemies live inside your head. torture you? Are you currently doing a 20-year bid? Are you currently doing a bid from something that happened 20 years ago? Are you in prison? How long have you been in prison? Do you ever want to get out? Some people love prison. I met lots of guys that love the joint. I used to know this Aryan Brotherhood motherfucker, 6'8", big giant goon. This guy Rafi, he loved prison. All he wanted to do was get violated on his parole. He tried so hard to violate on his parole. And the funny thing about the AB guys is they always give them black PO officers if they ever do happen to get out. A lot of these guys never get out, but he did. They always give him a black parole officer just to fuck with him. And he tried to violate his parole so many times, and I'm assuming he eventually did. But when I knew him, he would just come back from his parole meetings frustrated. You'd hope he'd bring his toothbrush, you know, just metaphorically speaking. Hopefully that he wasn't coming back, and he'd be like, I'm hoping this motherfucker just locks me up right on the spot. Never happened, at least when I knew him. It's funny how people get so demented like that, and they love their captivity. They love the torture. This is the Patty Hearst syndrome, where you join the cult that has captured you like a fool. Are you doing a 20-year bid because of your anger? Because you're holding a grudge against some motherfucker who did you wrong? How much longer are you going to hold that grudge? How much longer are you going to stay locked up with that mentality, that prison boy mentality? It's up to you. I mean, you've heard this before, but it's just the basic facts of life. When you don't forgive, the past haunts you forever. I've had to go through my entire past. Everything fucked up that's ever happened to me, and relive it. And I got PTSD like a motherfucker, with triggers that make me go crazy, like Jekyll and Hyde. I can just snap, and I've had to dangerously tread those icy waters, that thin ice. Try to cross that thin ice and try to get to the other side. To dive into what has haunted me, what has made me angry, what has made me cry. Dive into it. Rip off the scab off that wound and get a real good look at it, and to understand it, because a lot of times when we're left with anger from our past, it's because we have a lack of understanding. We're not processing what happened. We just don't understand it. Why? Why did that bitch betray me? Why did that motherfucker lie to me? Why does everybody treat me this way? You just don't understand. You need understanding, knowledge, truth. That's what you need. Forgiveness is truth. Don't be scared of forgiveness. If you're scared of forgiveness, you're scared of the truth. Don't be scared of love. You ever see a stray dog? You ever rescue a stray animal? Stray dogs are a good example. Many times when you approach a stray dog, they are scared of your love. And all you want is to love this poor little helpless creature. And you're reaching out with love. And it's on your face, it's in your expressions, it's in your body movement. You have nothing but love for this little creature, and you're approaching it, and it's backing into a wall, biting at you, terrified. And finally, when you can maybe get a hand on it, and it jumps back and tries to bite you, but you can finally get a hand on it, and that fucking thing will calm down. You need to love yourself so you calm down. If you don't get past this grudge, if you don't let go, and if you don't forgive yourself and forgive others, if you don't, you're doomed. You're fucked. The only way forward for you, the only way towards success, towards greatness, the only way you're going to reach your dreams, the only way this life is going to work out in any way, shape, or form is forgiveness. That process starts within. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for being a loser. Forgive yourself for being wrong. Forgive yourself for making mistakes. Forgive yourself for wasting the last 25 years holding grudges over bullshit. Forgive yourself for that. Forgiveness starts with self. Just like when we strengthen. I don't strengthen everybody else and hope that I become stronger. I strengthen myself and hope others around me become stronger. So that's why forgiveness starts within. That's why love starts from within. If there's anything I want you to remember after this video is that inhale and exhale of life. Release that breath you've been holding. Release it. Let go. Thanks for watching.